You know that frustrating feeling of doing everything right, but your belly is still there firm and stubborn? Yeah, sometimes the real villain is hiding in those seemingly healthy choices right in your kitchen. No joke. These innocent-looking foods can actually be the worst foods for belly fat. Belly fat has a sneaky way of showing up just when we think we're doing well with our diet. And that's where the danger lies. Often you're eating things that seem harmless, but are actually real bombs for anyone focused on belly fat loss. And we're not just talking about obviously fatty and high-calorie foods. There are lots of disguised culprits that go unnoticed and hurt those truly aiming for lasting results. I bet you'll recognize some of them in your own routine, especially number 3, which fools even experienced people. Now imagine this. What if food number 5 is already in your house right now? That's right. It might be sabotaging your daily fight against belly fat without you even realizing it. Stay alert, because the list of foods that cause belly fat is about to be revealed. You definitely don't want to miss the chance to find out exactly what not to eat for belly fat. Do you? Trying to lose belly fat but nothing's changing? Then you need to hear this. Some foods seem healthy, but are actually the real foods that cause belly fat. And we're not just talking about soda or fried food. It goes deeper than that. Many of those so-called fit choices actually increase inflammation in your body. If that belly just won't go away, you can bet at least one of these foods to avoid for weight loss is part of your daily routine. They mess with your hormones, disrupt your hunger signals, and make fat burning harder. We usually blame lack of exercise, but the real problem often starts with what's on your plate, even things that seem harmless, like a glass of natural juice. Today, you're going to discover the 5 worst foods for belly fat. Yes, they're common. And yes, you probably have at least one of them in your kitchen right now. Knowing what not to eat for belly fat is already half the battle. And the first one on the list, well, it's been fooling you big time until now. Fruit juice seems healthy, right? But in reality, it's just disguised liquid sugar. When you squeeze an orange, for example, you throw away all the fiber and are left with concentrated fructose. The result? An insulin spike, fat storage, and guess where it ends up? That's right, your belly. It's a classic among the worst foods for belly fat. And before anyone says, but it's natural, let's remember, even snake venom is natural. The problem here isn't the fruit, it's the juice. Without the fiber, it acts in your body just like a fancy soda. Want vitamin C? Eat the whole orange with the pulp. Need hydration? Go with fresh squeezed lemon water. Simple and powerful. If your goal is belly fat loss, cut the juice and watch the magic happen. A lot of people who stopped drinking juice at breakfast saw a difference in less than a week. And if you're wondering what else might be secretly sabotaging your fat loss, just wait until you see the next item. That one's even sneakier. White bread, white rice, plain crackers. All of these may seem harmless, but they're actually refined grains that act like sugar in your body. They move quickly through the digestive system and turn into glucose almost instantly. The result? Insulin spike, double the hunger shortly after, and more belly fat stored. No doubt, they're at the top of the list of worst foods for belly fat. And the worst part? They're everywhere. At breakfast, lunch, in your afternoon snack. People think they're eating light with a natural sandwich or a whole grain toast. But in reality, they're flooding their body with foods that cause belly fat. The good news, you can make better swaps, like cauliflower rice, true whole grain sourdough bread, or even tapioca with chia, which help reduce the impact. If you really want to learn how to lose belly fat, you need to understand that cutting these refined carbs isn't a sacrifice. It's a strategy. And no, it's not about living in restriction, but about making smarter choices. Start by reducing portions and swapping out one item at a time. When your body experiences fewer insulin spikes, it starts burning fat more efficiently. And in the next food on the list, the issue isn't carbs, it's the illusion that fat-free means healthy. You know those cereal bars, light yogurts, or fat-free cookies? Yep, they seem like allies, but they're actually sneaky. What they remove in fat, they often replace with sugar or artificial sweeteners. And that confuses your body. It expects energy, doesn't get it, and responds with hunger, cravings, and more belly fat storage. These are classic foods that cause belly fat, disguised as healthy options. A lot of people get fooled into thinking that choosing light or fit versions helps with belly fat loss. But your body isn't easily tricked. These snacks usually spike insulin just the same, especially when you eat them believing you're making the best choice. If you want a snack that actually works, go for boiled eggs, nuts, or plain yogurt with cinnamon. The secret is to feel full without throwing your hormones out of balance. Remember, healthy fats don't make you fat, hidden sugar does. If a package screams fat-free, be skeptical. That kind of marketing is made to sell, not to help. Want to know what can actually boost your metabolism and speed up results without giving up flavor at breakfast? Then stay tuned, because a valuable tip is coming next. Cutting the right foods, but still feel like you need a little push? Then pay attention. You can actually turn the coffee you already drink into an ally for burning belly fat, without changing the taste or complicating your routine. The name is Java Burn, a natural supplement that goes straight into your cup. It blends green tea, L-carnitine, and vitamins that help boost metabolism and reduce appetite. And the best part, no taste, no sugar, and FDA approved. If you're looking to seriously boost your belly fat loss with something simple and convenient, the discount link is in the comments. But stay with me. The next two foods are even sneakier, and they're probably sneaking into your weekend without you realizing it. The famous beer belly isn't a myth, it's pure biology. Alcohol overloads the liver, which stops focusing on fat burning to deal with the toxin. Meanwhile, those empty liquid calories get stored, especially around the abdominal area. No surprise, alcohol is among the worst foods for belly fat, even when consumed just on weekends. And there's more. Alcohol messes with your hormones, lowers testosterone in both men and women, and stimulates appetite. Ever noticed how you crave greasy food after drinking? That creates an explosive combo for anyone trying to lose belly fat. Even fit drinks, like gin and tonic with sweeteners, fall into the list of foods that cause belly fat. Want a practical way to reduce belly fat? Try cutting alcohol for 15 days. It might sound tough, but the results speak for themselves. More energy, less bloating, fewer cravings. If you don't want to quit completely, set clear limits, like one drink on Saturday, for example. Now, the next food may look harmless, but it's seriously misleading. Você escolhe refrigerant zero. Acando que tá erasando na dieta. Massa verdade que os atacantes artificiais também são foods that cause belly fat. Eles enganam o cerebro, fazem o corpo esperar glicose. E quando ela não vem, o apetite aumenta. Resultado: mais fome, mais vontade de doce. E o ciclo de gordura abdominal continua. Além disso, esses atacantes afetam a flora intestinal, prejudicando bactérias boas que ajudam na digestão e no controle do peso. É como se você tivesse sabotando o corpo por dentro, enquanto acha que está economizando calorias. Quem busca belly fat loss precisa entender que o caminho não é enganar o corpo, mas nutrir ele direito. Quer algo doce? Vai de stevia ou monk fruit. São opcos naturais e com impacto muito menor no metabolismo. Use com moderação e sempre leia o rótulo, porque muitos produtos zero açúcar escondem surpresas. E já que você chegou aqui, se prepara. Agora vemos resumo que amar tudo que vimos até agora, e que pode mudar o corpo em menos de 10 dias. Now that the truth is out, let's do a quick recap of the flat belly sabotagers: fruit juice, white bread and pasta, low-fat snacks, alcohol, and artificial sweeteners. These are the real foods that cause belly fat. And if at least 2 of them are still part of your routine, it's time to rethink your game plan. You don't need to cut everything at once, but starting now already puts you ahead of most people. Imagine looking in the mirror 10 days from now and noticing less bloating, feeling lighter, and your clothes fitting better. Sounds like an exaggeration? Try cutting just 2 of these worst foods for belly fat and watch what happens. This is strategy, not sacrifice. Those who learn what not to eat for belly fat save time, energy, and frustration. And best of all, they start seeing real results, no gimmicks. Now tell me, how many of these are still in your fridge or pantry? Drop a comment below. Share this video with that friend who's always saying, "I'm dieting but nothing's working." And hit subscribe so you don't miss part 2. We'll cover meal plans, smart swaps, and even desserts that don't sabotage your belly fat loss. And hang tight. A simple trick is coming up next that almost no one uses, but it really works. If you made it this far, congratulations. That means you really want to turn things around. So here's a bonus tip that seems way too simple to work. But it does. Drink a glass of water before every meal. That's it. This habit triggers satiety and helps you eat less without even trying. Want a practical example? If you're having lunch at 1 p.m., drink 300 milliliters of water at 12:55. Sounds silly, but studies show this can reduce calorie intake by up to 13%. And when it comes to belly fat loss, every detail counts. Your body responds very well to small, consistent adjustments. Plus, proper hydration keeps your metabolism running like clockwork. A lot of people think they're hungry, but they're actually just thirsty. Start there. And then tell me in the comments how your week goes. And hey, if this tip surprised you, just imagine what's coming in the next videos.